Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tough reality, but here's the truth: nobody really cares about you. Now, I don't say that to be harsh or negative, but to help you understand a powerful lesson that can change your life. Personal responsibility is the cornerstone of success. In a world where distractions are plentiful, and it's easy to look for external reasons why things aren't going our way, the truth is, you are ultimately responsible for your life. No one else is going to step in and fix things for you. No one will care as much about your future as you do. This may sound harsh, but it's incredibly empowering once you embrace it. You are the architect of your destiny, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can take control of where you're headed. The fact is, nobody will do the work for you. Whether it's your health, your career, or your relationships, everything depends on the effort you're willing to put in. When you take personal responsibility, you stop blaming your circumstances or other people for your failures. You stop saying, "It's not fair," or "I can't do this because of that." Instead, you begin asking, "What can I do to improve?" That shift in mindset changes everything. Taking ownership of your life also means understanding that setbacks are inevitable, but they are not an excuse to stop moving forward. Everyone faces challenges, but how you respond to them defines who you are. When you blame others, you're giving away your power. You're saying, "I can't change my situation because it's out of my hands." But when you accept responsibility, you regain control. You begin to understand that you may not be able to control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. Another important aspect of personal responsibility is self-discipline. It's easy to make excuses when things get tough. It's easy to give up when you're tired or when something requires more effort than you expected. But taking responsibility means holding yourself accountable even when no one else is watching. It's about doing the right thing because you know it will lead to growth, not because someone is there to applaud your effort. A common trap people fall into is expecting others to care more about their lives than they do themselves. They rely on external motivation, whether it's a boss, a partner, or friends, to push them toward their goals. But the reality is, the more you rely on others to carry you, the weaker you become. Self-reliance is critical because the people in your life, though they may care about you, have their own struggles to handle. The moment you accept that you are responsible for your progress is the moment you unlock your potential. Another critical component is that personal responsibility allows you to be proactive rather than reactive. Many people go through life reacting to situations as they come, playing defense instead of offense. But when you take charge, you start planning ahead. You set goals, make strategies, and anticipate obstacles. You start thinking about where you want to be in 5 years and what you need to do today to get there. This proactive approach puts you in the driver's seat of your life. One of the greatest benefits of embracing personal responsibility is that it builds self-respect. When you start doing the hard work, making the tough decisions, and sticking to your commitments, you begin to respect yourself more. You know that you're capable, that you can rely on yourself, and that you don't need to depend on others to achieve what you want. This self-respect then radiates outward, influencing how others perceive you. People respect those who are in control of their own lives because it shows strength, discipline, and integrity. Finally, personal responsibility is key because it creates resilience. Life will always throw curveballs. You'll face failures, disappointments, and challenges. But when you own your journey, you become resilient. You stop seeing failure as the end and start viewing it as feedback and opportunity to learn and grow. When you take full responsibility for your life, you develop the grit necessary to push through obstacles, no matter how tough things get. You understand that success isn't handed to you. It's earned through persistence and effort. In conclusion, taking personal responsibility is not just about accepting that no one else is going to care as much about your success as you do. It's about realizing that you hold the power to change your circumstances. It's about understanding that you are the one who has to put in the work, the one who has to make the sacrifices, and the one who has to stay committed, even when it's difficult. When you accept that responsibility fully, you unlock a world of potential and growth. It's not easy, but it's essential. The only person responsible for your life is you. Value is something that must be earned, not assumed. People often think that just by being present, by existing in a space, they're adding value. But the truth is, value doesn't come from simply being there. It comes from what you contribute. It comes from what you offer to others and how you impact the world around you. If you want to be valued, you must first be valuable. And the only way to do that is by contributing in meaningful ways. Think about the people who are truly respected in life. They aren't the ones who sit back and wait for things to happen. They're the ones who step up, who make a difference, who solve problems, and who make life better for others. That's how value is created. When you bring solutions, when you offer your skills, when you give your time or your energy, that's when people start to notice you. That's when they start to care about what you have to say and who you are. The world doesn't owe you anything simply for existing. You need to earn your place through what you give. And the great thing about contributing is that it comes in many forms. It can be your time, your ideas, your effort, or your willingness to help others. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room, but you do need to show up with something to offer, whether it's lending a hand when needed, sharing your expertise, or simply bringing a positive attitude. These contributions build your value over time. Another important point to consider is that contribution is not always about the big, grand gestures. Sometimes it's the small, consistent acts that make the biggest difference. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when no one's watching. It's about being reliable, being trustworthy, and being someone people can count on. This is how you build a reputation for being valuable. People remember those who are dependable, those who go the extra mile, and those who are always willing to contribute, no matter how small the task. Contribution also requires selflessness to some degree. It's not just about what you can get out of a situation, but about what you can give. When you contribute with the sole purpose of receiving something in return, people can sense that. True value comes from genuine contribution, from offering what you can without expecting a reward. Ironically, the more you give freely, the more value you receive in return. People are naturally drawn to those who contribute with an open heart, and opportunities tend to flow to those who are consistently giving. When you focus on contribution, you also start to grow as a person. The more you give, the more you learn, the more you develop your skills, and the more you understand the world around you. Every contribution you make, whether it's at work, in your personal relationships, or in your community, helps to refine who you are. It's through this process of giving and contributing that you become more valuable, not just to others, but to yourself. In fact, contribution is one of the most powerful ways to find purpose in life. When you focus solely on what you can get from the world, it's easy to feel empty or unsatisfied. But when you shift your focus to how you can contribute, life takes on new meaning. You start to see the impact you're making, and that brings fulfillment. Contribution gives you a sense of purpose because you know you're making a difference. Whether it's in small ways or large, your actions are adding value to the world. Ultimately, people will value you based on what you bring to the table. If you're always taking, always looking out for yourself, you'll find that others are less inclined to support or value you. But when you shift your mindset to focus on giving, you create a ripple effect. The more you contribute, the more value you create, not just for others, but for yourself. People start to see you as someone who makes things better, someone who adds to their lives, and that's when they start to care. That's when your value becomes undeniable. So if you want to be valued, start by thinking about what you can contribute. What can you offer to the people around you? How can you make things better for them? The more you focus on giving, the more you'll find that people will naturally value you. Contribution is the foundation of value, and when you understand that, you unlock the key to success and fulfillment in all areas of life. Self-care is essential, and it goes far beyond just pampering yourself or taking a break when you're tired. It's about building a strong foundation for every aspect of your life mentally, physically, and emotionally. Without a solid foundation of self-care, you won't have the energy, focus, or resilience needed to tackle life's challenges or achieve your goals. In many ways, self-care is the most important investment you can make in yourself because it directly impacts everything you do. It's the fuel that powers your journey, and without it, you risk running on empty. The idea that self-care is a luxury or something you do only when you have time is a misconception. It's actually a necessity, a critical part of your life that should be prioritized. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential for your well-being and your ability to contribute to others. If you're constantly neglecting your needs, whether it's your health, your mental state, or your emotional balance, you'll find it difficult to show up fully in other areas of your life. You can't give your best to your work, your relationships, or your goals if you're depleted. Think of self-care as maintenance for the most important tool you'll ever have yourself. Just like you wouldn't let your car run without oil or neglect regular maintenance, You can't expect yourself to perform at your best if you aren't taking care of your mind and body. Self-care helps you recharge, reset, and refocus. It keeps you from burning out and enables you to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. One critical aspect of self-care is recognizing that your physical health plays a huge role in your ability to function effectively. Eating well, exercising, and getting enough sleep aren't just about looking good or feeling okay in the short term. They're about creating the energy and stamina needed to pursue your dreams and handle the stresses of life. When your body is healthy and strong, your mind is sharper, and your mood is more stable. You have the endurance to work longer, the clarity to make better decisions, and the resilience to bounce back when things don't go your way. Mental self-care is just as important. In today's fast-paced, high-stress world, it's easy to get overwhelmed. If you don't take time to clear your mind, reflect, and decompress, stress can build up and cloud your thinking. Mental self-care can take many forms, whether it's meditation, journaling, reading, or simply taking a walk to disconnect from the chaos. Whatever works for you, it's important to make time for it regularly. When your mind is clear, you're more creative, focused, and able to handle challenges without feeling overwhelmed. Emotional self-care is equally vital. Life is full of ups and downs, and if you don't have a way to process your emotions, they can weigh you down. Taking time to nurture your emotional well-being can involve talking to a friend, seeking therapy, practicing gratitude, or engaging in activities that bring you joy. It's about making sure you're emotionally balanced, so you're not carrying unnecessary baggage into your work, relationships, or decision-making. When you're emotionally grounded, you're better equipped to deal with stress, conflict, and uncertainty. What many people fail to realize is that self-care is directly linked to productivity and success. When you take care of yourself, you're more productive because you have the energy and mental clarity to work efficiently. You're able to focus on what's important, prioritize effectively, and make better decisions. You're also less likely to get sick, which means fewer days lost to illness or fatigue. Self-care prevents burnout, which is a major obstacle to long-term success. Many people push themselves too hard, thinking that constant hustle will get them ahead, only to burn out and lose months or even years of progress. By incorporating self-care into your routine, you're investing in your long-term ability to succeed. Moreover, self-care strengthens your relationships. When you take care of yourself, you're more patient, understanding, and emotionally available to the people around you. It's much easier to be a good partner, friend, or colleague when you're not running on fumes. People can tell when you're depleted, and it affects how you interact with them. When you're well rested and emotionally balanced, you bring a positive, grounded presence into your relationships, which enhances communication and connection. In the end, self-care is not just about feeling good, it's about ensuring that you have the capacity to live a fulfilling, productive life. It's about recognizing that if you don't take care of yourself, everything else, your work, your goals, your relationships will suffer. It's about understanding that you are the foundation of your own success, and if you're not in good shape, everything you build on that foundation will be unstable. When you make self-care a priority, you're not only taking care of yourself, but you're also ensuring that you can continue to contribute to the world in meaningful and impactful ways. Life is ultimately about results. People may have the best intentions, great ideas, or even a clear vision of what they want to achieve, but none of that matters if it doesn't translate into tangible outcomes. In the end, it's what you accomplish that counts. The world doesn't reward effort or good intentions as much as it rewards results. This isn't to say that effort isn't important. It's a necessary part of the process, but without results, effort becomes meaningless. What you do, the goals you achieve, and the impact you make are what determine your success. In life, people are judged by what they deliver. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development, it's the outcomes that matter. Think of any profession, whether you're an athlete, an artist, a business person, or a doctor. The world measures your worth by what you contribute in concrete terms. An athlete is measured by their performance, an artist by their creations, a business person by their profits, and a doctor by the lives they save or improve. The process leading up to those results may be challenging, but in the end, it's the results that define you. This focus on results is crucial because it pushes you to move beyond talk and into action. Many people get stuck in the planning phase or spend too much time talking about their ideas and dreams without ever taking the steps needed to turn them into reality. Life rewards those who take action, those who are willing to do the hard work to turn their visions into something real. Intentions alone don't bring success. You can have the most elaborate plans, but if they remain plans, they won't get you anywhere. It's only when you act and produce something that your ideas start to have value. Results also provide feedback. When you produce results, whether they are successes or failures, you gain valuable information about what's working and what's not. Success teaches you that your approach is effective, while failure shows you where you need to adjust. In both cases, results help you grow. Without them, you remain in a cycle of guesswork and theory, never truly learning what it takes to move forward. Results force you to face reality and give you the opportunity to refine your approach and get better over time. Another important aspect is that results build credibility. When you consistently deliver results, people begin to trust you more. They know that you can be relied upon to follow through and get things done. In professional settings, this credibility is essential for advancement. Employers, colleagues, and clients are always looking for people who produce. It's not enough to simply have potential. You need to show that you can turn that potential into real outcomes. The more results you deliver, the more doors will open for you, and the more opportunities will come your way. In relationships, results matter just as much. Whether it's in friendships, partnerships, or family relationships, people appreciate those who can deliver on their promises. If you constantly talk about how you'll be there for someone but never show up, your words lose meaning. But when you follow through and deliver results, whether it's by supporting someone emotionally, being reliable, or contributing positively to the relationship, people take notice. Results build trust, and trust is the foundation of strong, lasting relationships. Additionally, results are the benchmark by which we measure our own progress. If you want to grow and improve, you need to have something to measure against. Results give you that measurement. They show you where you are compared to where you want to be. When you achieve results, you feel a sense of accomplishment and progress. When you fall short, you know what areas need more work. Without results, it's easy to lose track of where you are on your journey. They serve as milestones that keep you moving forward and give you a sense of direction. One of the reasons life is about results is that they give purpose and meaning to your efforts. Imagine working hard every day but never seeing any outcomes from that work. It would quickly become discouraging and demotivating. Results give you something to strive for and something to celebrate when you achieve them. They provide a sense of fulfillment because they show that your hard work is paying off. Life becomes more meaningful when you see the impact of your actions, whether that's in the form of personal growth, professional achievements, or contributions to others. In the end, life doesn't reward those who simply try or think about doing great things. It rewards those who actually do them. The most successful people aren't necessarily the ones with the best ideas or the most talent. They are the ones who turn their ideas into action and produce results consistently. Whether it's a small win or a major accomplishment, every result you achieve brings you one step closer to your goals. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And that progress is measured by the results you deliver. Independence is a powerful quality that commands respect in many areas of life. When you are independent, you show that you are capable of standing on your own, making decisions and handling responsibilities without relying heavily on others. This self-sufficiency builds respect because it demonstrates strength, competence, and confidence. People respect those who can take care of themselves, who can solve their own problems, and who can pursue their goals without constantly needing support or guidance. Independence starts with taking responsibility for your own life. When you are independent, you don't wait for others to tell you what to do or make decisions for you. Instead, you take control of your own path, and this creates a sense of authority. Independence is about being proactive and taking the initiative rather than passively following the lead of others. This ability to chart your own course earns you respect because it shows that you are willing to take on the risks and challenges that come with being in control. Another reason independence builds respect is that it reflects a level of maturity and emotional strength. People who are independent are often seen as having a strong sense of self-worth and confidence. They don't need constant validation or approval from others, which makes them stand out as individuals who are secure in who they are. This inner strength is something others admire because it takes courage to be true to yourself and rely on your own abilities, especially in a world where it's often easier to lean on others for reassurance or guidance. Independence also leads to respect because it encourages personal growth. When you rely on yourself, you learn to solve problems, think critically, and make important decisions. Every challenge you face on your own helps you develop new skills and insights. People respect those who continue to grow and improve themselves, and independence fosters that kind of growth. Instead of depending on others to fix your problems, you learn to adapt, figure things out, and become more capable over time. Financial independence is another major aspect of building respect. When you can support yourself financially, you demonstrate responsibility and reliability. Whether it's earning your own income, managing your expenses, or saving for the future, financial independence is a sign that you are in control of your life. It shows that you're not dependent on others for your basic needs, which can earn you a great deal of respect in both personal and professional relationships. People trust and respect those who can manage their own financial well-being because it indicates a high level of discipline and foresight. In relationships, independence fosters respect because it ensures a sense of balance. Being independent means you bring something valuable to the table and aren't just relying on your partner or friends to meet all your needs. Independence in a relationship allows you to maintain your own identity, goals, and interests, which prevents unhealthy dependence and fosters mutual respect. People respect you more when you have your own life, your own passions, and aren't constantly seeking validation or fulfillment from them. It makes relationships healthier and more balanced, as both parties bring equal strength and self-worth to the connection. In professional settings, independence is highly respected because it shows leadership qualities. An independent person is one who can take on tasks, manage projects, and solve problems without needing constant oversight or direction. Employers and colleagues respect those who can be trusted to work independently because it saves time and resources. Independence at work signals that you are reliable, resourceful, and capable of handling challenges on your own. It also indicates that you can think for yourself, make decisions, and lead when necessary, all of which are traits that garner respect in any professional environment. Furthermore, independence builds respect by allowing you to set boundaries. When you are independent, you know your worth and are less likely to be taken advantage of or manipulated. You understand the importance of protecting your time, energy, and values, and you are more confident in saying no when something doesn't align with your goals. This assertiveness rooted in independence is something people respect because it shows that you know how to prioritize yourself without being selfish. You are clear about what you need and what you are willing to accept, and others will respect those boundaries as a result. In conclusion, independence is a key factor in earning respect in all areas of life. It shows that you are capable, confident, and in control of your own destiny. By taking responsibility for your own life, growing through challenges, and maintaining a strong sense of self-worth, you naturally command respect from those around you. Independence also fosters healthier relationships, both personal and professional, as it allows you to bring strength, balance, and reliability to every interaction. In a world that often rewards conformity and dependence, independence stands out as a quality that garners true respect. Focusing on growth is one of the most important things you can do in life. It's easy to get caught up in routines, stay within your comfort zone, and avoid challenges, but true success and fulfillment come from growth. Growth is not just about achieving more or gaining external rewards, it's about continuously improving yourself, learning, and expanding your abilities. When you focus on growth, you are investing in your potential and creating a path that leads to lasting fulfillment and success. Growth starts with a mindset. You need to adopt the belief that you can always improve no matter where you are in life or what you've already achieved. This is often referred to as a growth mindset, a term popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. They see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than threats or barriers. When you adopt this mindset, you open yourself up to new possibilities and greater potential because you're not limited by your current skills or circumstances. Focusing on growth also means embracing challenges and stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when you're stretched, when you're forced to adapt, learn, and overcome obstacles. While it's natural to want to avoid discomfort, growth requires you to face challenges head-on. Each time you do, you build resilience, confidence, and new skills. The more you challenge yourself, the more you grow, and over time, what once seemed difficult becomes easier. This is how growth works. It compounds over time, making you stronger and more capable with each new challenge. Another important aspect of growth is learning. Lifelong learning is essential for growth because it allows you to expand your knowledge, sharpen your skills, and stay relevant in a constantly changing world. Whether it's through formal education, reading, or learning from experience, the more you learn, the more you grow. And learning isn't just about acquiring information, it's about applying that information in ways that enhance your life and help you achieve your goals. Focusing on growth means being curious, seeking out new knowledge, and staying open to different perspectives and ideas. Personal growth also involves self-reflection. You need to take the time to assess where you are, where you want to be, and what you need to improve. Self-awareness is a key component of growth because it allows you to recognize your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for development. By regularly reflecting on your actions, habits, and progress, you can make better decisions and take steps to improve. Growth is not a passive process. It requires intentional effort and self-reflection to identify opportunities for improvement and to track your progress. One of the biggest obstacles to growth is fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown. But focusing on growth means understanding that failure is part of the process. Every time you fail, you have the opportunity to learn something valuable. It's not about avoiding failure, but about using it as a stepping stone towards success. When you shift your perspective and see failure as feedback rather than a final outcome, you become more willing to take risks and try new things. This openness to failure is essential for growth because it means you're always pushing the boundaries of what you're capable of. In relationships, focusing on growth can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections. When you prioritize personal growth, you bring your best self to your relationships. You become more emotionally aware, more empathetic, and better equipped to communicate and support others. Growth in relationships also means being willing to learn from each other, grow together, and navigate challenges as a team. It's about being open to change and willing to evolve both as an individual and within your relationships. As you grow, your relationships can become stronger and more fulfilling because they're built on mutual growth and understanding. Focusing on growth also leads to a sense of purpose. When you are constantly growing, you feel a sense of progress and achievement, which gives your life direction and meaning. Growth keeps you moving forward, preventing stagnation and complacency. It motivates you to set and pursue goals, to push beyond your limits, and to seek out new opportunities. When you focus on growth, life becomes more exciting because there's always something new to learn, achieve, or experience. Growth gives you a sense of purpose because it aligns your actions with your long-term vision and helps you create a life that is fulfilling and meaningful. In the end, focusing on growth is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about recognizing that you are a work in progress and that there is always room to improve, learn, and evolve. Growth is not a destination but a continuous journey, one that leads to greater success, happiness, and fulfillment. When you make growth your focus, you are investing in your future and creating a life that is rich in purpose, potential, and possibility. It's the commitment to this ongoing process of self-improvement that ultimately defines your success and shapes the quality of your life. Caring starts with you, and it is one of the most fundamental principles of life. Before you can effectively care for others, whether it's in your relationships, your community, or your work, you need to learn how to care for yourself. This concept may seem simple, but it is deeply profound. Caring for yourself isn't just about basic self-care or tending to your needs. It's about cultivating a strong foundation of self-respect, self-awareness, and self-love. When you care for yourself, you equip yourself with the tools to care for others in a more meaningful and authentic way. Caring for yourself begins with understanding your own worth. Many people neglect themselves, focusing on everyone else's needs at the expense of their own well-being. But the truth is, if you don't value yourself, it becomes much harder to truly care for others. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. It allows you to be the best version of yourself, which in turn benefits everyone around you. When you are physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy, you can give more to others without depleting your own energy or compromising your own needs. Caring for yourself also involves setting boundaries. People often think of caring as something that requires constant giving, but if you don't set boundaries, you can end up overwhelmed, burnt out, or even resentful. Knowing when to say no is an important part of self-care. It allows you to protect your energy and time, ensuring that you have enough resources to give when it matters most. Boundaries are about respecting yourself and recognizing that you can't be everything to everyone all the time. When you set healthy boundaries, you create space to care for yourself, which ultimately enables you to care more effectively for others. Caring for yourself is also about nurturing your mind and spirit. This can take many forms, from pursuing activities that bring you joy to engaging in practices like meditation, reading, or spending time in nature. These moments of self-nurturing help you reconnect with yourself, clear your mind, and recharge. In a world that is often fast-paced and demanding, taking time for yourself is crucial for maintaining mental clarity and emotional balance. When you care for your mental and emotional health, you're better able to handle stress, make decisions, and be present for the people who need you. Physical self-care is just as important. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life, and caring for it is a vital part of your overall well-being. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate rest are all forms of self-care that help keep your body strong and your mind sharp. When you neglect your physical health, it affects every other aspect of your life. You may find yourself feeling fatigued, irritable, or unable to focus. But when you care for your body, you have more energy, greater focus, and a better overall sense of well-being, which allows you to be more engaged and present in everything you do. Caring for yourself also means being mindful of your thoughts and how they influence your actions and feelings. Negative self-talk can undermine your sense of self-worth and prevent you from fully caring for yourself. And it's important to cultivate a mindset that supports your well-being rather than detracting from it. This means being mindful of your internal dialogue and replacing negative thoughts with more constructive, positive ones. The way you speak to yourself has a powerful impact on how you feel and how you engage with the world around you. When you practice positive self-talk, you build a foundation of self-empowerment, which makes it easier to extend care and kindness to others. Ultimately, caring starts with you because you can't pour from an empty cup. If you don't take care of yourself, you will eventually burn out, and your ability to care for others will diminish. When you make self-care a priority, you build a solid foundation that allows you to give more freely, love more deeply, and contribute more meaningfully to the world around you. By caring for yourself first, you ensure that you are in the best possible position to care for others, strong, balanced, and full of energy. True care, whether for yourself or others, starts from a place of love, respect, and mindfulness, and that begins with you.